I pull it open, and I'll do it again, but I pull it open and I just grab it. This finger runs the entire inside wall, thumb runs the entire outside wall, and I squeeze. This hand, the little finger wraps over the top and pushes down as I'm coming up. And so it allows me, I kind of halfway center things. I don't take a lot of time centering, probably as much as I should. But I can pull it out, I can take it and just like knock it totally off, and I can recenter it by doing that. And what that allows me to do, I don't usually do it with this tool. And evidently, I know I put it in there before I left. Oh, I know there's one in my car. It allows me, to make a 6-inch or better pull on the first pull and recenter it as I go. So it'll take you, if you try and figure that out, it'll take you a day to figure it out, but it's worth it.
Where's your first finger?
Can you show us the
Where's my first finger?
finger configuration?
When I'm pulling or now?
Yeah, you're pulling. Yeah.
So it's weird. Now this is another weird thing. When I start out pulling, I start out, like this. And so, but as I come up, I shift to this finger, and then I shift to that finger. And so I'm shifting fingers as I come up.
Okay.
And when I finish on a small pot that's really thin, I'll be pulling with my little finger. And I had a student one time here recently, because I didn't used to do that. And then I noticed I was doing it. And so see, I was on that finger, and then when I moved in, I switched to this finger. And as I get to the top, I'll roll it,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll switch to this
Oh.
finger.
Okay.
So this student said, I said, I don't know why I'm doing that. I said, that's nuts. And she said, no, she said, what that is, she was a cosmetology major. And she said that each finger exerts less amount of pressure, and this is the finest amount of pressure with the greatest feel, which is kind of weird, but it makes sense. And so I was doing it naturally, and I didn't know why. But that's what she told me, and I said, well, that makes a lot of sense. So if I feel it start to wobble just a little bit, I'll switch to a finer finger.
Oh, wow.
But like I say, nobody ever showed me that. I didn't used to do it. I don't know why I started doing it. I used to have students tell me, I'd always say, never touch your clay in more than one place. And I was doing a demo, and the student said, you're lying to us. I was like, what? And she said, you're lying. She said, you're touching that clay in 2 places. And what I do when I pull, if you'll notice, that part of my arm touches the back part of the rim back here to keep the rim steady.
Ooh.
And I never even realized it.
Doesn't it catch on your arm? Because I've done it
No,
by accident.
doesn't
It
catch on my
arm.
arm. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it never catches on my arm. And Randy and I, but not normally, one of the things I tell students when they're throwing big and throwing cylinder or any pots is throw a good cylinder. To me, the key is you've got to throw a good cylinder. The worst thing for people is they see pots and they see shapes and they want to make shapes. So they're throwing shapes, not cylinders, and making the cylinders shapes. And that's why pots are really heavy a lot of times, because people are trying to throw a shape. What you need to do is throw a cylinder and then make it a good shape.
Now, one of the things I thought I noticed on like your second pull that you were pulling up, and then you got to about halfway.
I switch.
Yeah.
Okay, I switch. I broke this arm about 6 times.
Okay.
I'm the guy that said I never went to the hospital. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they set it crooked.
Oh.
And
Okay.
so my hand is kind of set off to the side, and so I can't adjust it.
Okay.
So I actually stop, and that's why I switch out.
Okay. I thought it was some special trick.
Yeah, no, it's not I wish I didn't have to do it. I used to, when I first learned, I had to stop, change the stool. And I would change my stool out and have to get a taller stool as I pulled a taller cylinder. And that's one of the things with people that I think they don't spend near enough time finding the right height. We always tell students, you need to try a different height stool, try different wheels. I keep one of every kind of wheel in my studio at the school so that the students can try all different kinds of wheels. And again, they don't do it. We have a lot of whispers. All of my advanced students like the whispers. I hate the whispers
Why?
because I can't hear it,
Oh,
and I throw off the sound of the wheel a lot. I learned to throw on a 2-speed Amico wheel, and it's fun. When I went to grad